Yesterday was a day. But I think before, like getting to P4 is getting consistent with that little extra DPS. That was a minor upgrade. They're doing like 4.5k ADPS now, which is like 5k RDPS roughly. Which is enough, honestly. Because DPS are pretty strong.
Yeah, your comp is better for P3 than ours is by a decent margin. Particularly Machinist versus Dancer.
Yeah.
Like, Dancer does like negative DPS in P3. I think our Dancer was on average like 500 RDPS behind your Machinist.
I mean, you gotta pay for that free P2.
Yeah, you do. Dude, we've had some pulls like okay, so we check HP at the end of the Cosmo memory cast and then at the O in Laser Shower. And I'm
Uh-huh.
looking for like 13% at the O to be on pace. And we literally had a pull where it was 3% at the O. Like, Dancer is so dumb, man.
Dancer is just silly. Man. Yeah, I feel Samurai is pretty decent on long uptime phases, so P3 is full uptime, P4 is full uptime, and P6 is full uptime.
Yeah, P3 is the best phase in the fight for Samurai, I think.
Pro- P4 actually, probably because you're just in bursting.
Maybe.
Started to see P4 enraged, how everyone died in the third stack, and it was at like 40%, 41%, but like we all died during twos. So I'm not sure how much lower it would have gone during the twos.
Uh, Sorry, what did you say?
That it was at 41% when we wiped last time. It was like when the third stack was about to begin, but we all died during the twos.
Ah. Wait, you died during the twos. Are you doing the different DPS plan now?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
The LB3 P3 and then just pop twos in P4.
Yeah, okay, cool. P4 is really chill with that. We had one of our two P5 pulls from yesterday. We like had it at 23% when the blue screen cast started. I literally got to do like 3 holding GCDs.
Man.
Yeah,
Okay, that's chill. How
very chill.
how do you like you're guaranteed to have the same amount of GCDs anyway, so do you just like start stacking mana when it's time to hold?
Yeah, the Ver Arrow 2 and Ver Thunder 2 generate 7 mana instead of 5 that you would normally get from short casts. So you just use those instead, so you do less damage, and then you also generate more mana.
Oh, I
And then
see.
Impact is mana neutral compared to your other long cast single targets. So if you need to just do less damage, you can use Impact instead of those. And another one that I started doing yesterday, if you're doing a melee combo and you have to, like the end of P1, you can do less damage and save mana by doing a triple 5 melee combo. Or not a triple 5, sorry. A triple middle instead of 1 2 3. So you do 2 2 2, and it still gives you the mana thingy that you need to do your finishers, but it costs 5 less total mana, takes less time because you don't have a 2.5 GCD in there, and it does less damage. It's really sus, and like it's literally only
That is
useful
cursed.
in the situation that P1 creates, where you have to end P1 specifically on Verholy. So you need to do the melee combo, because normally if you're holding, you just wouldn't do the melee combo. But yeah, so that's a fun one. I honestly cannot see like any other situation that you would ever do this.
No, no, that that's cursed. That's
Yeah,
cursed knowledge that is now in my head.
you're welcome.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad that like the other two transitions after P3 do not after the end of P2 do not real after the end of P3 sorry do not require any holding because I think both of them are guaranteed to cast the P4 enrage and the P5 enrage.
You can technically kill P3 too early, but it's hard to hold on P3 because Ion Efflux is such a fucked enrage cast.
Yep.
So like you basically just have to aim to kill it halfway through the cast bar, or else you just risk getting snapshot into oblivion on the cast. With our DPS plan, we almost never hold P3, but if you were sending the second set of 2s in P3, you probably would have to hold it a lot more. And then, yeah,
Yeah.
P4 is a 20% enrage, so that always happens at the same time. The same thing is true of the P5 enrage. It's a 20%. So, the only ones that can really fuck your cooldowns are P1 and P2.
Like it's easier when the cast is guaranteed because I can just stop pressing spenders and keep collecting stickers. That's much more chill. It's kinda what I do in P1. I like tell everyone else. I tell everyone else that doesn't have to get gauged to just shift their weapons and let me collect stickers.
Yeah, we
And
have everyone stop hitting the boss at like 2% other than gauge holders, and then everyone just sends a GCD to finish P1.
yep, like if it's still a bit too high after I've collected everything, I press one Shinto and I'm still going to be at like full gauge at the start of P2.
P2 in Rage Opti is hard because you send 1 minutes there, so the amount of variance in the damage you're dealing is really high. That's why we have a second HP check. But we generally kill it around like 1 GCD of range. Like we're either a GCD early or at enrage.
Yeah, I find P2 really hard to call. Like I can very easily call P1 now, but P2 is so hard to call.
Yeah. Like so the way that we do it is the check at Cosmo is for whether or not we're sending Mug. If it's 43 or above at Cosmo, we send Mug. And then the check at the O is basically just like to tell people that aren't holding gauge to hold or not. So if we're ahead, I'll say like we're X% ahead at the O. And that tells people to hold.
Uh,
Our white
but
mage on average ends up holding like 7 GCDs at the end of P2. It's kind of
that's pretty
silly.
good. Oh shit! What does it say? It's failed to.
It's like minus an entire 2 blood lilies worth of glaring.
Generally, because my buffs do not are not reliably on P3. What I do is just get my Juki sticker, and if it's like about to melt, I just go to meditate early.
Yeah. Dude, Monk is actually so good for P2 though. Because they have to blitz anyway at the end. So the Monk just holds that blitz until it's like time to kill the boss and then just sends it. So even if if we hold too much and the boss is like 1% when it needs to die, it still just dies. It's
I need to do
really
an elixir
convenient.
field, right?
Yeah, they do an elixir field and a rush, I think. Or a blitz. I don't know monk names. They have like 2 finishers there, I think.
Yeah, I think they do a phoenix and an elixir field there.
Something like that. I definitely know they do elixir field. Tuskler's talked about elixir fielding the ground.
Yeah, yeah, because I was reading the monk document when I was like having doubts about comp, and I saw that they do the first Phantom Rush in the first cliff, and then the second Phantom Rush in the
Yes.
second cliff.
Yep.
So they would get a Phoenix there at the end, plus an Elixir field, and then they have 2 back to open free with another Phantom Rush, which is absolutely fucking silly.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm making food because I spent a lot of food lately.
Okay, so when people say that Delta is the hardest trio in P5, they are absolutely not lying to you. Omega is the freest shit ever.
I thought Omega would be the hardest because of the dynamis balancing.
Not like so. Omega seems really intimidating if you make the assumption that every player needs to know exactly what to do without communication. But if you don't make that assumption, the mechanic becomes free.
I
So
see.
all you do is, for each set of Dynamis, you literally just have a Puppet Master. And the Puppet Master tells you which people are taking monitors, which people are near recipients, and which people are far recipients. And which is which of each. And you just go to your spot.
Oh,
Because, like, so for example, if I have 4 people without a Hello World debuff and all that have 2 stacks, well, you can't, but if you had that, determining who takes what recipient, like who receives which buff, is jank. You would need just to have a prio system between them and use that. But if you have a Puppet Master, it doesn't matter. They just pick arbitrarily, and it doesn't matter as long
okay,
as
yeah.
as long as they choose a valid way to execute the mechanic, the priority systems just don't matter anymore.
You're right, because then it's just a matter of calling it out.
Yeah. And we just literally use manual marking. So the 2 people taking monitors are target to ignore 1 and 2. The 2 people taking far or distant world are target to attack 1 and 2. And the 2 people taking near are chain 1 and 2. All players know exactly where to go. And they didn't have to think about anything. Sigma is like a little trickier than Omega just because, well, I mean, okay, so the macro strat makes the towers for Sigma like the freest shit ever. I can send the macro in chat to show you the macro strat.
Okay. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so that shit makes Sigma like the towers really easy. The second half of Sigma, where you're following the laser around, can be a little tricky just because there's a lot you have to remember. The Hello Worlds need fairly precise positioning. You need to do a Strength of the Word lineup along the wall while you're waiting for that mechanic to start so people know where to go.
Yeah.
And the position for near recipients is somewhat precise. If you're a little bit too far, you can bait on the wrong person.
Yeah, like what I saw was the towers didn't look bad at all. The towers looked as a
Towers
matter
are
of
free as
flow.
fuck.
Yeah, but the spinny part looks so server tick dependent.
I mean, I don't know if it's server tick dependent, because, like, you never have to dodge the laser in a risky way. Like, if it's scythe legs, you just follow it, you stand still, wait for the scythe legs, and then you basically just run to your spot. Because after waiting for scythe legs, you're far enough behind the laser that you couldn't really catch up to it even if you tried. And then, if it's the other pattern where you have to wait for staff, you just stand at the start point, you wait, you wait, you wait, the staff goes off, and then you run to catch up.
I see.
So, like, in both patterns, you're never actually really close to the laser. Like, there's no reason you ever have to follow it precisely.
I see. Because that, just looking at moving with that made me kind of intimidated because being
Yeah.
dependent mechanic are not my cup of tea.
Following it would be sketchy, but you just never need to, so it's not too bad.
I see.
That one does also kind of require a Puppet Master. You can almost do it with an 8-man priority, but there is a specific case where, I think it's if both tanks have 1 stack of Dynamis already, one of them needs to be north. Yeah, neither tank has a stack is also an edge case. So if both tanks have a stack, at least one of them needs to be north so that one of them doesn't have the vuln at the end and die to an auto. And if neither tank has a stack, we also send a tank north. because we want that tank to be the first spar recipient. And in that
Mm,
case, the lineup doesn't apply to them because they can only do that role in the north section. They can't
okay,
beta hand laser because if you go into Omega with 0 stacks, it's impossible to get them Brilliant Dynamis.
okay. I see why that happens. It's only how is it first male, then after Sigma is female, and then male again? Is that does that only happen in Sigma, the auto thing? Because if I recall correctly, the male does physical autos and the female
Yes,
magical autos.
the magic auto meme is only a thing in Sigma because the boss is female there and you have Volns. The boss is also female at the beginning of Omega, but it doesn't matter because nothing is giving you Volns.
Yeah, because Pearl is casting too. Oh,
Yeah.
it's
Well, female is just sitting there slapping your tanks around for a while at the start of Omega. It's actually kind of brutal. They take like 7 auto attacks and it's during 2 minutes.
oh that.
Yeah. Or 1 minute. It's some burst window.
It's probably ones because the twos are after Delta, right?
Correct. Although Sigma's just a long ass mechanic. Here, I can check
Um,
the timeline real quick. Mitigation sheet. Oh yeah, I also
The
have something
spinning
about
mechanic,
D6 mid.
the spinning mechanic intimidated me when I was looking at the toolbox yesterday. But because like I fucking hate those mechanics. But like it only goes one tick past 90 degrees on the rotation, so it's not that bad.
Yeah. Like the only gotcha really with the laser is that if you're one of the people that is standing where the laser is going to end up, you need to wait before moving to your spot. So that's like if the laser is going clockwise, the hand person in the northwest, and uh, that's it actually. Just the hand person in the northwest. But if you're that person, you need to be worried about it because it does actually hit your spot. You just have to move in after it does. Okay, so Omega targetable at like 1:30 into the phase, and that's when we send twos. And then Sigma ends at 3 minutes ish. Yeah, you do have twos back up there.
also, you do twos.
Omega, yeah, Omega casts, and then the boss does 7 auto attacks before going away. So in that window of 7 auto attacks is a 20-second window where you send twos.
Okay, so and that's right before the clones thing.
That is during the clones thing, I think.
Uh,
Yeah, you get to send twos during the clones. Have fun.
because that well, I guess once you memorize it, it's kind of like predation where you just go to a spot, but it still looks so intimidating.
There's actually a Giga Brain Dead strat for uh for the clone dodges. Let me find it.
I was looking in the elemental. So they had a image with the four patterns.
Yeah. These dodges are actually not bad. Basically, the idea is that there's only like. Well, okay. There's roughly 4 spots that you can ever be at, which is close in, the third ring, and then those tilted by like 15 degrees off of the cardinal. And those are basically the only spots you'll ever be. It just
I
kind
saw
of
there's
works out that way. Yeah, those are the diagrams. The diagrams make it look really scary, but it is not actually as scary as the diagrams make it look.
I see.
Okay, is Natsuki dead?
I think
I don't
so.
know. I've been looking for just a random fill range for like over 10 minutes at this point. My assumption is that he's just brain off, thinking we either start in 7 minutes or later. Okay. I can change it to fizz range for tank then.
Pog fizz range checks.
Also, how hard are those clones to see compared to Party Synergy? Because they're pretty fucking hard to see in Party Synergy.
They're actually not too bad as long as you can see past Final Omega's fat ass.
Ah.
Okay, honestly, dude, the hardest part about Sigma, and like the reason that we feel like simming it isn't actually as helpful as it was for Delta, is because simming Sigma just does nothing to prepare you for the amount of visual clutter that mechanic has. It's kind of ridiculous. Like, you have Final Omega just standing mid, and he is gigantic. You cannot see anything through him. You have Male, who you need to remember where he is because he's north for towers, or south. But he turns into a puddle during it. So you, if you forget, you won't find him again.
Ah.
Yeah, like there's just oh, and the towers are so much less clear than they are in the sim. Because like in the sim, they do the thing where there's just like two of the pillars, like the Heavensfall towers. There's
Yeah.
just two pillars in the tower to show that two people need to be in it. But that's not the case in the actual game. There's just like two orbs floating around it instead of having an obvious indicator. So you basically, if you're a 3 or a 4, you need to remember like which tower you need to go to, basically off memory based on the pattern, which isn't hard to do because it's literally like for far, the 3 and 4 are far from the north tower, so they go to the south towers, and for close, they're close to the north towers, so they go to the east and west. Like, it's not actually hard to remember, but the fact that you can't look at the towers at all kind of sucks. Delta is still the hardest mechanic in the phase, though. By a pretty considerable margin, probably.
Well, that's good to know because, the prospect of having 3 wormholes in a row was not very enticing.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I think without simming, this phase would probably just hardwall a lot of groups, but with simming, I think most groups can get through it. I don't know, like for us, simming is really effective because our group is very good at execution once we've learned something. So just like getting to speed up the learning speeds up prog by a ton.
Yeah, it is very significant because you need to do 10 minutes of worth of a pull to get there in the first place.
Yep. And like even if you're not making dumb mistakes in like P4 and P3, it still just takes 10 minutes to get there every time, which is a very long time.
Yeah, that's like longer than what it takes to get to Death of the Heavens.
Dude, Death of the Heavens has nothing on this mechanic. All of
Yeah.
these mechanics are harder than Death.
Oh, I have a P range. But are they harder than Wormhole? That's the real question. That's probably the hardest making that fight.
It's been a very long time since I've actually done T, so I think my approximation of how hard Wormhole is not that accurate.
I see.
Like, cause T was my first ultimate, so like, Wormhole was by far the hardest thing I'd ever done when I got there. I would say Delta is probably at least as hard as Wormhole. I don't know about Sigma and Omega. The only reason that Delta is so fucked is that there are some really cursed patterns that you can get. Yeah, sorry, I was reading what Shax is saying. By the way, are we going in, Halvin?
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there are some really cursed patterns you can get, and the chances of getting them are like in the ballpark of 1 in 50 to 1 in 100. So it's very possible that the first time you get it is the only time you get it. So you need to
That's
be prepared to do it without ever having gotten it.
that's so fucked.
Yeah, like
I
somehow we've gotten the RNG such that I have, of the 3 pulls we've done that cleared Delta, I have had the cursed pattern 2 out of 3 of them. And that cursed pattern is having a monitor and getting hit by Beyond Defense. Because then you have to aim your monitor from, like, the side away from the pile pitch stack.
B for Devour. Okay. Luckily, peer range is the same as PF.
Yeah. The only difference is, like, where people are baiting for Ruby 5, but that shouldn't really change anything Fizz range has to do.
I think range for both strats go corner.
Yep.
They
Correct me
do.
if I'm
It's just
wrong.
like, if you're a caster doing Uptime Devour, you want to bait your puddle on max melee, because if you have to run from the corner to mid, you might not make it. But for Fizz range, that's not a problem.
I think so. Oh, first one counterclockwise, right? Yeah. I think I forgot to open ACT.
I have a log up.
Okay.
Apparently I hit a dummy at some point. I don't remember doing that.
Oh, that was me.
Oh, I recorded you hitting the dummy. Okay, that checks out. Yo, surely we'll have a good kill time and I shouldn't Manification Rush, right?
Surely.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page here.
I'm saying the machinist has less HP than you, so expect a bit slower than usual.
Unfortunate.
Oh, sh-
He's up.
Well, that's awkward.
I hit it way too early.
I noticed that I had forgotten to press it and just ran to the middle. That always works.
Yep.
All right, ready for clocks or spreads here? Spreading?
Mel's at C. I love
Tank
your
it
array.
here. Watch the tanks. All right, spreading here. Now bait and stack.
Orient yourself to A. Yep.
I don't think Claire makes it. Yeah. We
You need to
have a
kill the
blob
bait
on
at
3.
At 3. LB3 and doesn't last. Just mitigate.
Oh,
Mitigate.
yeah. Okay. The goal.
Get me up when you can. Okay.
I've got Diana here.
I will not have Resimian for the second hit.
Yep, I'm healing.
Not even close.
I go to 1.
One.
Wait for the other quadrants to explode, and then we move. Behind the rush.
Arms.
One jump into the puddle.
I think tank hit? Yeah, tank hits. God, we haven't been here in a while.
Nope. I definitely shouldn't have asked if we were gonna get a good kill time.
Can I get me there? Yep.
Clean.
Already dead. I forgot to open my chests again. I guess I'll get a Reaper.
Oh.
I kind of like the.
Oh no, the machinist got a 0.
Did the
No.
machinists
Oh.
even die?
Yes, they did.
It
Yeah,
does.
they did.
Okay.
Yeah, it's more than just a death to get a 0, though.
Yeah, I died and I got a 42.
Yeah.
Yo,
You
bring
gotta
the-
work for 0s.
Yo, bring the machine to P6. I have Bundle Saint back. It's nothing.
Are they coming for P6? I don't know what you put the PFF for.
Dude, the bar's pretty low for healers because there's a bunch of healers in this game that basically don't even press their damage buttons.
Yo, they haven't done 6.
Never
it's
done
sad.
6
Alright,
ever?
well, we'll find someone else then.
Yo, they have 7 kills on P5 and their best is a 9.
Unfortunate.
That explains why their static is still on P6, 7. No, 6.
Oh shit. I see. Now I
Natsuki is
see.
still dead, so I assume something came up or something.
Probably gone.
It's Wednesday. It's not even that late.
Val, you'd be top DPS.
Dude, I kind of want to join that static too. Holy
No,
shit.
oh
No.
God.
Normally, really bad players who stick it out and stick together are like fun people. They're just really bad at the game. Oh, right. I forget it does that. Let me fix recruitment here.
Shax, I'm seeing if I can yoink Brita reclear. Oof.
Yeah, that was close to my first static. My first static was a bunch of like my IRL friends and people I play WoW with. My God, were they bad at this game?
Bro, my first group disbanded on P3S in week 1.
Dude, when I was still like not that good, around the time I started T, me and my friends tried to do the first tier of Eden, like mine, and oh boy did we get fucked up by that. Like, we were not
Dude.
good enough to do that. Because this was when, like, the current tier was Verse. So,
Right.
Eden's Gate was only 1 tier old, and we were trying to do it at min-eye level, so there wasn't really, like, any potency or consumable creep to help us. And like P2 fucked us up because it was really easy to get damage down, and if anyone got it, we just wouldn't make enrage. And then we just literally never made the P4 enrage or the E4 enrage.
Oh man.
And like it was definitely doable, but it was also very tight, and we were just not good enough at the game to make that.
I started with E9S. It was a rough introduction.
You got to start in the PvP fight.
Yes. You have no idea how many times I gazed someone in the party and gave them a damage down. Or killed them. You know, when you get the gaze and you're outside.
Yep.
Because I was casting Fire 4 and I didn't see I had that gaze debuff. I
Oh
just
no.
someone across the map.
Oh.
Okay, that was easier. Yeah, my first tier was the start of this expansion, so P1. And I was literally like PF, P3 progging while my friend Static was like doing P2S prog, I think.
Asphodelis was honestly a pretty good tier to start with, I think.
P1S was free compared to A9S.
Yeah, no, P1 the first floor of every Savage is always like
Yeah.
Giga free. E1S is the same way.
Yeah, that's true.
First two seem to have way lower damage checks. I don't know if that's a trend this expansion or what, but it's kind of like if you just stay alive and play all right and get to the end, you'll kill the boss.
Yeah.
That's a bit less true for E2S just because it was so easy to get damage down. But generally speaking, that is true.
E10S had that because I think before people were skipping Void Get E2 pretty early. But it was kind of easy to get damage down in E10S too.
Oh yeah, E10 was Bork Knight. I remember now. Oh my god. Okay, so Promise was my first blind tier, and I was raid looting that group, and like it was basically all of our first times doing blind prog, and that shit was rough.
Any markers? Whoever put them down, thank you, because you guys hate my
We hate your markers. Yeah, Bork Knight was bad because our DPS were not good enough to really make the E10 enrage with deaths, and the group was not really good enough to get through the fight without deaths, so it was a very bad combination.
After Roid was really easy. That fight got beaten in one pool.
Which one?
O1S.
Oh yeah. O1S and O2S are some of the easiest fights in the game. Like, most extreme trials are harder.
Yeah.
Some unfortunate news.
Yeah.
This machinist isn't really any better than the last one.
Okay, so what you're telling me is they're sacking for us.
Yeah.
Actual good kill time? Let's go, dude.
Oh, maybe that is some fortunate news.
Yeah. Gotta look on the positive side.
Nah, they're doing too much damage for a good kill time. That's the worst.
Maybe they'll
Just wait
die.
till they die.
The other one had the perfect damage for a good kill time.
Who's going out first? Sports out. Claudio, I'm shooting you. Holy fuck, how did you not get hit? What?
Damn, how could you just
I'm
lie to us
different.
like that, Helen?
It wasn't a lie, I just don't know what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's different.
Fair enough.
Bro, my hitbox was like hugging the AoE. Oh shit, I sacked, didn't I? Oh well.
Got it.
Someone have him? Okay.
Yeah. This is roll agonies.
I got a damage zone, so does anyone want a good kill time? I can meditate outside of bursts later.
You probably don't need to do anything for us to have a good kill time here. Oh!
Huh.
Oh.
Oh, the aggro reset.
Anna wasn't second threat.
Oh my god.
Alright.
I found a way to wipe on P6, gang.
Yep, we found it. Okay, that is some sad machinist damage.
Yeah.
I think they're
Like-
supposed to be above me in ADPS.
Yes, they're supposed to be like 10 point something K DPS.
They're supposed to be even with me,
They really?
or like
Again-
slightly above.
Oh god, I fucking
yeah.
potted again.
Ah, I have the bot.
Oh, I forgot the pot.
Don't you want to forget to pot?
No,
Okay.
I don't think so. I have like everything in my opener, whereas I don't always have Bunshin. So
Oh right, you're on Ninja, not Monk.
yeah,
Monk wants the 2A, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Especially if they're doing double solar.
Yeah, if you're not doing double solar, it doesn't really matter. But if you're doing double solar, you want to be.
Alright. For agonies. DPS in, sports out.
I'm now paranoid about getting tank busted.
Every week,
None-
there's a voice in my head that says to backflip and engage to do this movement. And every week, I'm like, but I could just slide cast it.
Yeah, but does it look as cool?
Yeah, that's
but
the problem.
You could backflip it though.
This is roll
I
Agnes.
know.
Oh my god.
Ah, that's why we couldn't kill it last week. Oh. They're out?
There we go. That's a sack.
That was one of those
Other-
moments where I just noticed this guy is just killing himself next to me. Just
You
holding
look
it.
over, he's just casually committing suicide.
Yeah, I literally just held the dual cast.
Wait, no, my RDPS.
No.
Oh, the bird's window.
This machinist wasn't bringing that much RDPS for the gang anyway, so I think it's going to be alright.
Damn, I am critting absolutely nothing this full. Alright, here's a backflip for you guys.
Oh, fuck yeah. Content?
Yes.
Also completely unnecessary, but
But you look great.
exact.
8, 12, 16, 20, right?
No, 28, 12,
28?
16.
Okay. I don't know why I can never remember.
Shax
that.
was on I-16.
Alright, 12, you're rolling south.
You are correct.
Alright, 20s are in. 8s move in. 12s. 16s. Swap sides.
Thank you for your confidence, Shax. We're actually behind the metric to meet good kill time, by the way.
That's fucked up.
Alright, this is supports in DPS out.
Well, that happens on the one move. That's so toxic.
Mm-hmm.
This is long move. I'm just going to expedient the group here.
Alright, so we're behind.
Mm,
I think we're
He says
good.
yes.
Considering we're going to pot
Yeah, no,
here, or
this
most of
is
you are going to
fine.
pot here, we're good.
yeah.
I actually think we're ahead a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I felt.
It's weird. We shouldn't be, but we are.
I mean, our 6 and our 12 minute, or sorry, our 6 and our 8 minutes are like our strongest burst. So
I realize what's happening.
Mhm.
When we wiped, my ACT didn't split.
Oh,
okay, that'll say real bad damage then.
So that's why the damage number I was looking at was behind. Okay, that checks out.
self-trolling. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Okay, apparently I was not indeed doing badly. That was actually my PB on patch. Alright. Good talk. Is that my overall PB? Holy shit, that's my overall PB by like 100 RDPS.
Holy. How is this 10.9k? Probably because I didn't finish my burst.
Out damage both the melees, Smile.
Yeah, man. Perfect. Okay. Considering what today has been, we're gonna knock out 7 and then save 8 for Friday. I think
Yeah.
is the right
Yeah,
choice.
seems
Yeah,
reasonable.
I assumed it would be like that.
Trying to do 8 with a PF person would be very hard.
Yeah, I would rather go in and make sure we clear. I'll get in contact with Natsuki, make sure he's fine, make sure he remembers when we raid. Okay, God, what do I need to do here?
We
We'll
need
do a couple
purgation
sets of marks,
colors
yeah.
and shit like that.
Do corners first, and then we will do...
I need to actually take this one because I want purple.
Oh, he wants 4. Okay, this is a vibe. Wait, where the fuck
this is
do I
no
go
shield,
now?
Zero support.
I can't, yeah, I can't be. Here we go. Thank you. And then when we do the back and forth purgation, Shax, you go outside to 3/C, and Val takes middle on 2. Or Val takes middle, there's no marker there. Okay, perfect. We should be good then.
Adam, tell me if we're doing both north or south because it really only matters what you say.
Wait, south.
Both south and all far.
I'm not sure if we can skip war right now, but
Yeah, this guy's DPS is a bit questionable. We're probably doing war. Be prepared for it at least.
Oh, actually, let me do some war markers.
yeah, let's do the score spreads just in case.
I mean, to be fair, he asked what we did for war.
True. He did.
That's what we do for war.
These are far more markers for bold tethers. Okay, now we should be good to go.
I've pulled up a diagram for all Fire War.
Oh, okay, 1 second.
We can just
On
cancel. No
pre-pull.
one has pre-pull.
All right, we should be good to go.
Let's do it. Natsuki is Sambaing the second Light of Life during Purgation. This guy probably won't, so be ready for that.
I can just cast a few extra heals to cover us. Val, feel free to just try to pump.
God. Yeah. Just realized they put it up in there. Oh well.
Oh well.
Forward spread.
Well, remember, I'll take the bridge.
Forward stack. DPS spread.
I'm just adjusting to machinist.
I watched it in real time.
Like, not worth trying to chat him out of his spot. I can move anyway.
Yeah, we can do that shit on Friday. And we'll just try to kill the boss or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man, his damage is so bad.
I'm not looking, dude.
Dude, we've found some legendary machinists today.
That was bad.
Oh god, I don't know where to go here. I think it's safe over here. No, it's not.
I'll raise him on his platform. He's up.
Matsuki usually goes to the gamer triangle on the right platform. That one's usually free if that's if it's under here.
Dude, I actually I was trying to figure out where to go and I just didn't press knockback immune at all. I just went right off.
Unfortunate.
Okay, well, now I'm definitely safety healing this pull.
Sandbagged.
Owen's gonna go from a rank 1 to a 1.
Sorry about that, everything is delayed.
Dude, I actually put up the lowest recorded parse in WoW Classic the night I got that rank 1. So I got 2 different kinds of rank 1s in the same day.
Pog.
The other healer challenged me to like a DPS. Basically just who could do more damage on the boss, and I just didn't press a single fucking heal.
Chad.
Dead.
Omri, get in the bubble. There you go.
Get out of
No.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, that's one of my biggest pet peeves. When people are not full and they stand right outside the bubble.
Mhm. Arms.
Yeah, we have low damage plus a death, so I'm going to try to triple bolt, see if I get it. Hey!
He's up.
See ya.
I'm definitely getting the third one.
Sorry, that was my
War.
fault. I was
Grind
being
right.
asked to cook dinner. Support spread. DPS spread,
DPS
support
spread.
stack. Support spread, DPS stack. Support stack, DPS spread. Dude, I'm out of mana. Holy fuck.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I pressed heal too many times apparently. Dying didn't help either.
This is a dice moment.
Alright, we're going west. No tethers east.
Nobody died. God, it's so out of line. Holy shit.
Bull is east.
I think we have to do war here.
Yeah, I want everyone to move for war. Just in case.
Even if how the party dies, well, we should still clear. It's almost dead.
Bull is east.
Fuck, I killed Diana. My bad, Diana. Boss nice though.
Whatever.
God, I hate war, dude.
I should have tried. No, LB1 would have been auto skip.
No, it wouldn't have. We had to do the mechanic. Okay,
The other fine is that
aren't wait, aren't birds supposed to be on bridges? Was I in the right spot there?
Yeah. He
Okay.
cut the room in half.
It's both on the platform.
Hey, Diana had a bull tether and didn't go far. I think is what happened. I think she did Inu.
Hang on, I have a stream. I can look. I don't actually know if I did this wrong or not.
Because correct me if I'm wrong, but it's all supports or all DPS to get bull tethers.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, Diana
Okay,
had a bull
then
tether,
yeah,
tether,
that
right?
yeah.
Okay. I was in the
Diana
right
did
place.
Inu, not far.
Okay, no worries though. Boss dead.
We did it.
Clean kill.
Yep. No deaths. Easy clap.
Okay, well, as I said, we're just gonna stop here for today. I'll get in touch with Natsuki, make sure he's fine, make sure everyone's good, and we will knock out P8 on Friday.